And here now to discuss this case further, defense attorney and NewsNation legal contributor Sara Azari. Sara, it's good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Good to see you, Natasha. It's been a minute.
So, Sara, during the proceedings, the defense attorney waived the reading of the charges. Is that normal, and what happens moving forward?
Yeah, it's actually very customary because before, at the time of the arraignment, before the court calls the case, we've had an opportunity to go through the complaint, the charges, and the defenses in a general fashion. And so it's unnecessary for the court to essentially repeat the reading of the charges. We plead not guilty, and then the court sets whatever hearing is necessary. In this case, I believe it might be a detention hearing. We can expect some scheduling hearings, motion hearings, and then eventually either the case goes to trial or she might change her plea.
You know, after the hearing, Frankie was actually moved to the medical unit of the jail. Can you give us any insight into why?
Yeah, so, typically when a suspect or a defendant is arrested and they're taken to jail, they do go through a medical and psychological evaluation, and that's really for their own safety in case they need medication or treatment, that they get what they need. Sometimes they also, they have a medical condition or they have signs of distress that call for immediate treatment. So I'm unclear in terms of the facts that we know so far, whether Frankie did have some condition that called for treatment or this was a routine transfer for a few days for clearance.
You know, her business partner also being charged in all of this. She was in court yesterday as well. Can you explain her potential role in this case? And is there really enough evidence against her specifically?
Yeah, when I look at this case, I mean, Frankie, the evidence against Frankie as a parent is overwhelming, and it's not just her YouTube platform. I think that's just gravy. It's a piece of compelling circumstantial evidence, but really, she's the parent whose kids are emaciated, they're abused, they have wounds, they haven't been fed. But when it comes to Hildebrandt, we have to remember we can't conflate the culpability of two defendants just because they're co-defendants in a case. And Hildebrandt, yes, some of these kids, or at least two of them, were found in her home, but we don't know when and how they got there. We don't know if maybe Hildebrandt's home was sort of a safe refuge that they sought in the path to escape. There's just not enough facts. And the fact that Hildebrandt herself had a similar platform, sort of preaching these beliefs of rejection of children if they don't believe what she was standing for, a similar philosophy. That's just not enough. I mean, she has to have a role in the neglect or the abuse. So I have to wonder whether the prosecution has enough for guilt, beyond a reasonable doubt, or is this just a circumstance where because the kids were found there, there's just probable cause to arrest her?
At this time, when it comes to Frankie, what do you think the most damaging piece of evidence is against her?
I mean, I think there's many, Natasha. I think the condition in which these kids were found, they had duct tape on their wrists and ankles. They had open wounds. They were emaciated. They hadn't been fed. So I think being a parent, living in the same house and being responsible for the care of your children, all of these are compelling pieces of evidence. Add to it this 2.3 million following of her YouTube, 8 passengers or something, where she's preaching essentially not just strict or tough parenting, but abusive parenting. I mean, part of this teaching was, take away their lunch, take away their bed. I mean, these are just basic necessities to protect your child.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.